Sup peeps, and welcome back to Dark Souls with me. I ran down to the boss, and I'm gonna try to use the dragon, or the gargoyle tail great sword, or great axe, pardon me, to fight this enemy. We won't have to watch this again, however, I do want my souls back. So let's quickly get that, shall we? If I run over to the side, I should be able to easily get behind him. The plan is to two-hand attack his tail and deal some serious damage this way, because I figured I'd be able to actually hit him. As much as that is apparently not the case, that's okay. The bendingness of this weapon is kind of weird, so I suppose it's to be expected. Oh my goodness, you're still gonna try to go after me, aren't you? Okay, feel free to be that douche. That's alright, feel free, get it out of your system, and then do your slam attack, and proceed to get owned by me, because you are an easy boss, despite my previous failure. I should have been able to beat you that one time, but I apparently chose to do something else. Alright, so he's gonna stand up. Getting one hit per tail smack's not particularly good in my mind, but you know, it is what it is. I need to focus on that and get away so he doesn't walk around too much and just focuses on trying to charge me like that. I notice if you keep your distance, he tries doing that to close the distance on you as well. So I'm going to try to get my distance here. Hopefully he'll just turn around and try to do his slam attack and not just walk towards me. Well, that seems to be working. If we didn't kill that sorcerer, he'd be shooting at us from up there. You can still fight this guy without getting shot, but it's insanely hard and utterly pointless, to be frank. Alright, well, let's get some distance. Hopefully he won't just try to attack. Oh, that's okay. So long as he just turns around and tries to slam me, that's fine. Got no problems with that. There we go. Just what the doctor ordered. I don't believe I can make him walk off. That would be interesting if you could, but I do not believe that you can. So I'm going to keep a relatively close distance so that I can close it and go straight in for a nice attack on his tail. That I believe that... Oh, okay, well, I decided to be silly and not try to do a vertical attack, which doesn't work too well against this guy. Oh my goodness, he's just going to run at me. Alright. Get some distance. Get some distance. He's gonna swipe. Oh, that was the tail. Wasn't honestly expecting the tail, but that's okay. He should just try to come down at me. Yep, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna spend a little time healing up, and I'll move on my way over here. You feel free to run forward and blindly, even though I am nowhere near you. That's okay. This one attack I'm getting in should be able to do some damage to his tail, but I just don't want him to start chasing me, because that's a complete total pain, to be quite frank. He's gonna do it. Oh, no. Okay, that's good. Thought he was gonna try to chase me again. I don't like that. I have a good chance of getting hit by his tail, which is not fun, really. I don't like that tail action. I like being able to get in here and hit his tail. I don't like having to deal with any other annoyances that he may have. So he'll just turn around. You're gonna slam the ground and run. No. Okay, there we go. I triggered the right attack. That's the technique. Keep your distance, go in, do an attack, and you're good. Of course, if you don't know his attack structure, you may try to stay close to him at all times, which isn't always the best strategy going up against a boss. Especially, you know, larger bosses that can do some area damage. There's a couple bosses where that's just not the case, really. Now in Dark Souls, a lot of people, you know, I think I talked about this a little bit, is they always think that, oh, it's a rage game. You only play it if you're thinking you're gonna get mad at it, and you're gonna die a bunch of times. Yeah, you're gonna die a bunch, but it's gonna be simply more or less out of the difficulty of the game, not anything else. It'd be your own fault for the most part if you do die. And, you know, the game is tough. It's not like insanely hard, but it's relatively very difficult, and you have to find things out on your own. So in a sense, it's a very good game because of that, in my opinion. Other people obviously have other opinions on that matter, but that's okay. I didn't get an attack in there. I kind of got mad, and I risked him not just doing his normal attack to me that I want. And apparently not good enough. Alright, well, I'll take the blame for that one. Come on, do your swipe attack. Or get mad. That's okay. Don't get mad, get glad. That's, you know, that's what they have in the commercials. Alright, man, you seriously need to stop this whole chasing stuff. And, you need to get your shit straight. Do your attack that I want you to do. There we go. There we go. That's what I want to see. Thank you very much. Now, feel free to blindly move. Thank you. Keep my, distance close to the tail. Because I want to get... Okay, game. I see the game you're playing here. Maybe I should just go straight for him and not worry about dealing some actual damage to him. And, oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. I always get worried. He walks forward a couple of steps, and, you know, I don't particularly like it when he does that. So, it'd be perhaps good for him to not do that again and drop his tail in a place that I can attack it. Okay, seriously? That's just not fair. Not cool, man. Not cool. You're being a real douche right now. I was getting some good hits on your tail before. Why I can't now is utterly and totally beyond me. Maybe I don't have to attack the tail exactly where I'm attacking it. For the most part, I probably... Oh, there we go. The Dragon King Great Axe. There we go. You could attack a little lower, as you saw there. So that's good that I found that out, I guess. I think we'll spend a second, and we'll take a look at that. See what we can get out of this thing, perhaps. He got relatively close that time, I feel. Yeah, that thing does a lot. I don't have the strength. It requires 50, so I'm not going to mess with that too much right now. I'm going to have him try to do his normal attack on me again that I like. There we go. Now I'm just going to focus on doing some straight damage. He's not really worth using one of these on, but being as he'll give us plenty of souls to make up for it in the end, I believe it to be okay. I don't believe I'm going to be able to deal much damage to him anyway, apparently, but, you know, that's quite alright. So long as I can get a good enough distance from him to cause him to go into this attack again, it'll all work out in the end, I feel. And as long as his feet doesn't hurt me, you know, it's all good. All good in the neighborhood. Oh, okay, well, as I say that, I took some serious damage from his attack. Maybe I should switch back to, this. Oh, this does not do anywhere near as much damage as I perhaps want it to. To get some distance here. I might switch back to my Astora Straight Sword, because that weapon can deal some serious damage. Maybe he has an issue with divine damage. I don't know. We'll find out. If I can't deal some serious damage to him with this, then, you know, obviously the weapons I was using before were pretty good. Seems like this does a little bit better damage-wise. Nope. Okay, game. I'm just going to turn around and do no damage to you. That's quite alright. You have no tail to hit you with now. You are less of a threat. I always like the concept that you're able to cut the tail off a lot of dragons in this game, or all the dragons, and even a couple of drakes and some other miscellaneous enemies in order to get better weaponry. It was something that a lot of people, I bet, their first time through wouldn't notice unless they had it accidentally happen to them. So to be quite honest, it's pretty cool, I think, that this was a thing that you could have happen. Now, as you can see, I'm really trying to get him to go into the attacks that I want him to. The only real danger in this is if you get caught in an attack that you weren't expecting, or you run off the edge to, which I suppose is entirely possible, but I wouldn't bet on it. It probably won't happen. He's not that tough of a boss, so I don't think you should have any problems with that, or at least anything major. So, you know, I'm dealing about 300 damage every time I go up to attack him, so I'd say that's actually pretty decent. And without him having a tail, he's not much of a threat. So if not just to attack his tail to reduce the amount of potential damage he can do, you get a pretty good weapon that you can't really use till late game, but it shouldn't be too bad. There's some other better dragon weapons, in my opinion, than the one you get from this guy here, but that's quite alright. We don't have to worry about that too much. So I'm getting a couple more attacks in. This wasn't the most efficient way, I believe, that I could have done this, but I got some more damage in, which, in my opinion, is good. Oh, well, I certainly triggered him to do his thing here, which is alright. Because he's just gonna get mad. I'm gonna get some distance, and then he's gonna try coming down at me again. There we go. It's definitely a rinse, wash, and repeat. So, why not? Pretty simple boss fight. One of the easier ones that most people don't quite realize is as easy as it is until they're honestly in the middle of it. So I'm hopefully get some distance here before he starts walking after me. And that's not the case, so I'm gonna have to just run at him and then run away in the hopes that he doesn't get any good hits off. Get some distance, trigger his long-range attack, which I didn't manage to do, which is okay. I can still get some distance here before he breaks out of his combo. I'm not having too much heavy armor on, so I should... Okay, seriously, man? Seriously? You're still gonna chase me down after all of this. And one-shot me. Really? Really? You're gonna one-shot me after all of that. After I knocked your health down to a half, you're gonna one-shot me. Okay, game. I see how you're gonna play here. I see how you're gonna play here. I can play your game. I can play it well. Apparently not as well as I originally thought, but I can play it. So let's try that again, shall we? Alright, attempt number 3. And let's see if we can get this. Hopefully this won't turn into attempt 9,998. His tail is back, which of course happens with, you know, every single dragon, or drake. If you cut their tail off, it comes back, so... Let's get this back and see if we can cause this guy to walk all the way off, because that would be absolutely funny if that was a possibility. If he could well off, I will laugh. If he walks all the way over here, I will cry. So let's see which happens first. Looks like I get the opportunity to potentially laugh, depending on how far he walks off. So let's watch. If he runs all the way off, I'm gonna be really... It'll be funny. If he stops, that's gonna be okay, though. That's quite alright. Let's get some distance. I don't like him chasing me around. So, once... We should have enough distance now. He'll just trigger his long-range attack, which is the one I want, because it's extremely predictable and has zero potential of doing any damage to me. Now all I have to do is attack him. Really, that's it. So I get some 3 hits in there. That's pretty nice damage, to be honest. Hopefully we can get enough damage that he doesn't run at us. There we go. We got a good thing going here. Let's keep it up. If he just runs from corner, wall to wall, I should be able to hit him without him really doing anything to me. Which is honestly my whole plan. After all, if this can keep going on, I'll be very happy. 250 good damage is good damage for me. I triggered his long-range attack. So, anyway, it seems like the commentary gets a little stale, but that's because this is a relatively easy boss that can't do much to you. Only if you really get unlucky can he really pull much off. And if you get unlucky, would be the other way of putting it. And I do get unlucky in this game. It has been known to happen. So I think I might speed this boss fight up. If I die again, well, it'll be a damn shame, but it is what it is. So let's see how fast this fight can end.
20 minutes later.
Whew, alright. So, we're coming to the end of this fight here after an extremely large amount of time. I have a really unpowerful weapon to fight this guy with, so the fact that this fight is taking so long would actually be really detrimental if you were trying to actually, you know, fight this without using this technique of having him do that the entire time. So I now have Blighttown Key. It was entirely unnecessary for me to actually fight him, because, you know, I don't actually have to. And I'm going to utilize my home bone and get the heck out of here, because I don't want to walk all the way up there. He's a boss fight that lets you get to the Blighttown, and it's just where that one NPC was. You talk to him and whatnot. Now, I'm going to head back straight ahead, and I'm going to get a couple of the items that I had previously missed to go the faster way. But I don't have a choice now, because the fast way isn't available to me. It's only to get down, not to get back up. So you're now going to be able to see all the lovely stuff that I decided to pass over on the way in, which isn't much, to be completely honest. I don't think this... No, you can't open that. And I always find water really annoying, and there's an enemy right there who's going to try to drop onto our face. So long as we don't let him do that, that's a good thing. Since he's in the water, he has, like, an annoying resistance to, like, everything. These slimes are some of the most annoying things ever. They're really easy to kill, but they're annoying. So as we head back up, we're going to see that we're right where we were when we fought the Butcher the previous time. Butcher's all good and all, and I don't know if I have to fight him again. I hope not. Nope. Okay. I'm pretty sure the Butcher is a enemy who you only see occasional times, and not all the time. They don't respawn, so I think that's a pretty good idea. We're going to probably end up having to fight some dogs down here, which is okay. I could fight these guys pretty easily. It's not much of a problem. And so I'm just going to have to about face and fight. Oh, you lived, you dirty dog. The jokes. Let me heal up. Hopefully not have any bleed activate. And once I'm out of here and back into Firelink Shrine, I will see you guys there. Because if you walk out of a double room without picking up any of the deals, you have a higher chance of getting a deal with the angel on a next floor. Which is good, because then I don't have to worry about that too much. Alright, dude, you gotta die first. Otherwise, these flies will be a pain in my backside. So yeah, when they explode like that, those double flies, it is possible for them to